going to be talking about how to install the Ford Sync 2.2 update for your vehicle. If you have the 2016 model, Ford for some reason decided not to update. They only started updating after the 2017 model. So if you want Apple CarPlay or you want Android Auto, you're kind of out of luck. It is an unofficial version, but I've been watching in the forums for a few months and it seems to be pretty steady. So I don't want to be held responsible if anything happens to your car, but so far I haven't heard of anything happening, and I've done it myself and everything's been running smoothly. So just as a disclaimer, it's not my fault if you break your own car, but I'll do my best to make this as informative as possible so that doesn't happen. So the first thing you want to do is you want to have a USB thumb drive. You do want to make sure that it's at the minimum 8 gigabytes. I have this one laying around, so there's nothing on it, but I am going to show you how to install the Sync 2.2 update onto it. So first thing you want to do is you want to plug that in. Alright, so first thing you want to do once you plug in the USB is you want to open up your Finder, and under devices you should see your USB. Mine is no name. I don't know why it's called that, but that's what it says. So open that up, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to open your Chrome browser. We'll go to google.com, and here you want to type in Ford Sync 2.2 update. And then from here you want to scroll down till you see the focusrs.org website. Now I'm doing this for an F-150 obviously, but this seems to work with the Fusion, the Fiesta, the Focus, the Mustang, the F-150, and the Focus RS. If you are using if you have the navigation unit, then you're going to want to download your file here. If you have the non-nav unit, this isn't going to work for you. This link is dead. It's no longer there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll all the way to the last page and then go to 74 and then hop over to 75, and then if you scroll down a little bit you'll find a Google Drive link, and I'm actually going to post this link here in the description so that you don't have to go through all of this. But just in case this link goes down, I'm going to leave this part of the video in there just so you can look for a possible other link that somebody else posted. But all you have to do is click on it, click it again, wait a second, it's kind of slow, and then no preview, that's okay. So just click download anyway and then start downloading it. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to do that. But once you've downloaded it, I'm going to open a new Finder window really quick. New Finder window, we'll slide this over here. Click downloads. So it's downloaded here, so you just want to click that open. So I got an error that says error 1, operation not permitted. So most people in this position would probably think, oh great, this doesn't work, when that's not true. All you have to do is hit Command space and then type in terminal. Once you have your terminal open, you just type in unzip and then hit spacebar, hit OK on that, and then click on this. If you have it where it's partially highlighted like this, click it again so that goes away, otherwise it's not going to work. And then all you do is you drag it into the terminal and then you just hit enter. Now I'm not going to hit enter because it's going to make me go through this process of asking me if I want to repeat or if I want to replace the file. So I'm not going to hit enter, but all you do is hit enter, and then once that's done, you are going to, in your downloads window, you're going to go to go, and then go to where it says home with a little picture of the house. And you click that, and then in there you should find a file that says update file1.zip. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that and unzip it. You shouldn't get the error like last time. It should work just fine. And then you're going to open that file, and then you're going to hold down and then drag with your second finger, and then you're just going to drag this onto your USB. And then that should start downloading automatically. Now I'm going to X out because I don't need these files on here. But once that's done, it should look exactly like this. You should have these two files on your USB drive, and then from here all you have to do is eject. So just hit the eject button and then wait for it to eject off of here, and then you can unplug it. If you unplug it without ejecting, you could possibly damage files. So make sure that you eject, and then once that's done, you can now pull the drive out. So here's the drive, and then you can go and plug it into your car. Really quick, just before I do this, I do want to show you that we are on version 1.0. So there's that. Head back home, plug in the USB. And as you can see, it started updating the system software automatically. So that has started. I'm going to leave the car on. I don't know how long this takes, but alright, so that took me almost exactly 15 minutes, and as you can see, the installation of the part 1 is done. Now I have to go back and I have to put part 2 on the USB and then come back and do this again, and then hopefully we should be all updated to version 2.2. So I guess we'll be back when it comes time to do 2.2. One other thing that I wanted to add is that if you are downloading this and you intend on using Apple CarPlay, you are going to have to purchase a new USB hub to install, because unlike Android Auto, Apple forces you to use your charging cable to transfer data back and forth between Forge Sync and your phone. It's kind of annoying, but if you have an F-150 and you're watching this, I already did a USB install video, and in the description I put a link to a Ford dealership that sells the USB hub. So you can just head over there, and then in the description you'll find that link and you can go ahead and purchase the USB hub. Okay, so assuming that you installed update 1 just fine, the next thing you want to do is you want to plug your USB drive back in. You want to open it up in the Finder window, and then you want to take these two files and just move to trash. If you have a trash bin like this, you may want to open it up and then just highlight all of these and then hit delete immediately, because they won't be deleted, they'll just be moved to the trash bin. You don't want that because it's taking up space. I'm not sure why these are here. Move those to the trash. Delete. So once everything's cleared off, you're going to come back over here to your home directory, and then you want to unzip update file 2. And once update file 2 is unzipped, like it is here, you're going to open that up, and you're basically going to repeat the same step. You're going to drop that in and then wait for it to install, and then once it's installed, it should look just like update 1, and then all you have to do is remember to eject, once this disappears and it has ejected, you can then unplug it and then go back to your car to install update number 2. And that's it. Alright guys, so I'm back in the car to do update part 2. It's the same process basically. Make sure nothing's plugged into the USB, and then go ahead and turn the car back on. And then once everything's all good to go, go ahead and plug the USB into one of the ports. And just like before, should start updating. So there we go, that's part 2. It's now updating, and when that's finished, we should be good to go. You're supposed to leave the car off for 5 minutes and then turn it back on, and then everything should be good to go. So I'm gonna let that update, and I'll see you when we get to the next part. Alright, so installation 2 is now complete. That was probably another 5 minutes. It was pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and then I'm going to turn the truck off for a good 5 minutes. So it's 5:14 right now. I'll be back at 5:20. Definitely make sure that when you shut it off that you open the door and close it so that everything turns off. Alright guys, it's been 5 minutes. I pulled the USB jump drive out, so there's nothing currently in my USB ports. So now I'm going to turn the truck back on. And it's loading. Scary for a second. We had a black screen for a lot longer than what I'm used to, so freshly updated. iPhone connected successfully. Alright, so let's head over to settings. General, about sync, wait for it to load. And there we have it, Sync 3 software version 2.2. So it appears as though our install was clean. Do a quick check, make sure the radio's working.
Yeah, you had Ether, you had Connor.
Radio's working. Alright, so now Apple devices must be plugged in. Alright, so I wanted to point this out. As soon as I plug my phone in, I get unlock your iPhone to use CarPlay, which before I updated to 2.2, this never showed up on my phone, so that's a really good sign. So I hit allow on my phone to allow it to use Apple CarPlay, and now there's a terms of service. I'm not too worried about that. No 911 assist. To use CarPlay, enable Siri in the settings app on your iPhone. Okay. And there we go. We now have Apple CarPlay. So the USB hub and the update was a success. As you can see, everything works and we are good to go. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like this video if it was helpful for you. Honestly, this was one of the only, I could not find a video that showed this update without the navigation, because a lot of people who updated it had the navigation system. I do not. So yeah, it can be done. Here's proof. This is my 2016 F-150 XLT Sport, and I have updated to 2.2 and have had 0 issues. So yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll have a video coming out soon about how to get scratches out of your paint. So look for that. Thanks.